Welcome to another preseason coaches interview, this time with Carrie Sheets, the head volleyball coach of the Plainsmen from Oakley, brought to you by Farm Credit of Western Kansas. And coach, as you look forward to a new season of Oakley High School athletics, volleyball specifically, what do you expect?
I'm looking forward to having a group of girls with a lot of experience this year.
Yeah, you went through a tough season a year ago with a lot of youth and experience, and so the Oakley Plainsmen will be better, improved. And want to know more about it, stay tuned. Go to Open Spaces Sports for more. Coach, let's talk about that. It was certainly a learning experience for a lot of young kids a year ago for you.
Oh, absolutely.
And maybe a very trying year for you as a coach, I'm sure. But kids played a lot of good teams and got a lot of experience, didn't they?
Yes, we played good teams, and they battled. It was just, those girls, it would have been nice to have them be able to play JV, but we weren't in that situation. So they went out and they worked hard and they did everything that I asked them to do.
Yeah, you were short on numbers a year ago, which did exactly what you just talked about. As you anticipate the 8th graders that are coming in this year, will help you some with numbers?
We'll have about 5 or 6 freshmen coming in where we only lost 1 senior, so it'll help.
As you look at the schedule that you play, you don't open up with anything too easy. I think you're at home with Sharon Springs and Goodland.
Yeah.
What's the season schedule look like to you overall as you just take a glimpse at it?
We're going to have another tough schedule. Our season is basically made up of playing all of our league schools in the MCL, so it's a completely different schedule than what we're used to.
What about the MCL schedule, and what about the competition there? Because you didn't play them during the regular season that much until you got to the conference tournament last year.
Correct.
What are your thoughts about the conference and how it stacks up in the MCL?
It's a tough league. They play a lot of volleyball and they got a lot of good girls, and it's going to be some good experience. There's not going to be anybody that we play that is just going to be an easy pushover. They're going to be challenged every time we step out on the floor.
In your team, what kind of size do you have? Where do you think your strength would be? Would it be a passing team or someone setting, or maybe a front line play? Where do you expect your bread and butter to come from?
I think our front line's going to be the net play with our blocking, and we've got some tall girls that can get up off the floor and can get lined up well.
I don't know how many people are aware of this that are listening and watching, but the truth is Oakley has had over the course of 30 years, a pretty rich tradition in volleyball.
Oh, yes.
There's been some success there, and I'm sure you're looking forward to getting back there, but the kids need to know there's some pretty darn good volleyball in Oakley some years back.
Yes, there is.
You were part of that, actually.
Yes, I was. A big tradition.
What about the Oakley tournament? What do you know about them? Most of the same teams back?
It's going to be the same teams as we had last year.
Okay.
So Colby, Goodland, Lakin, Wheatland, there's a good volleyball that day. Hugoton, Quinter, Scott City.
Solid tournament.
Yes, yeah.
No doubt about it. Well, we look forward to following them in Open Spaces Sports throughout the entire season. Mike Patterson, the voice of the Plainsmen, will be there, and look forward to following you, and good luck to you.
Thanks.
Carrie Sheets joining us on the preseason coaches interview with the Oakley Plainsmen, brought to you by Farm Credit of Western Kansas and many of the boosters and sponsors of Oakley High School sports throughout the Oakley community. Thanks for joining.